Good Erev Shabbos, everyone. As we learn the Mishna Yomis for Erev Shabbos Kodesh, that's Erev Shabbos of Parashat Tetzava, recording here from Florida, as we learn the second and the third Mishnayos, believe it or not, already in the third parak of Masechtas Nedarim. We just started. That's amazing. That's what happens when you learn every day. We're sponsored by the Fisher family, Lili Nishmas Basi Bas Rabbi Shlomo Ben Avram Alevi Perel Bas Ruvain. Also, Lili Nishmas Bas Yochai Ben Yaakov Lefu Shlem for El Yomis Mechaisar, and for the Schus of Avram and Yom Benish Ben Malk Yudis and family. We're sponsored by Yoel Klugman and family for their Gezund Parnas and Nachas, and for Meir Ben Chayesar. We said there are 4 types of Nedarim that are not binding. The third example is the second example is Nidrei Avai, a neder of exaggeration, where you say it, but you, of course, do not mean literally what you say. An example of that is Amar Koinim, if he says it should be forbidden to me, this loaf, like a carbon, im lo re'isi b'derech hazeh, if I didn't see on this road, ki yotzei Mitzrayim, like the amount of people that came out of Mitzrayim. Now, 600,000 people came out of Mitzrayim. He just meant that he saw an incredible mob on this road, but not that he saw ki yotzei Mitzrayim, and therefore, even if he didn't see 600,000 people, it doesn't become asur because he just exaggerated. And another example is, im lo re'isi nachash ki koris beis abad. If I didn't see a snake that looks like the beam of the olive press. Now, the Rambam in the Pirush Mishnayos learns that the beam of the olive press was triangular. So he said he saw a snake, but of course there's no snake that's triangular. He just meant it had like a narrowing feature, and therefore, even though it wasn't exactly triangular, it doesn't become asur because he was just exaggerating. The third example of a neder that is not chal is nidrei shkogos, a neder that he made by mistake. For example, he said, let this loaf be forbidden with a neder im achalti vim shasisi, if I ate or drank today. And then he remembers, before davening I popped something in my mouth. Nisko she'achal v'shasi. Remembers he did eat and drink. It doesn't become forbidden because it was a mistake. Similarly, if he says this should be asur if I eat or drink today, and then and then there was a cup of water next to him, and he forgot and he took a sip, he's not asur because it was a mistake. Another example is, Amar Koinim Ishti Nenesli, my wife should be forbidden to benefit from me. Sheganafta Eskisi, she stole my wallet. Or V'shehik says B'ni, or she hit my son. And then V'noida, and he found out that what he heard, the reports that he heard were not true. V'noida Shelo Hikatu, that she didn't hit the son. V'noida Shelo Genavatu, and she didn't steal. It's not forbidden because it was a mistake. Fourth example, Ra'ai san oichlim te'enim. If he saw a group of people freeloading off his figs, v'amar arei aleichem carbon, they should be forbidden to these people as a carbon. In other words, he made a vow. And then v'nimtzu aviv v'achiv, and then he found out, amongst the crowd was his father and his brothers. So of course he wouldn't want to asur his father and brothers. That was a mistake. The question is, if part of the neder is nullified, does that nullify the entire neder? Do we say neder shehuter miksasa huter kulai, or do we say for the other people it's still intact, it's still binding? There were others with his father and his brothers. And his father and brothers are mutar mashimon asurim, but the other people, the neder is binding upon them. Once part of the neder is nullified, once part of the neder falls away, the entire neder is nullified, because we say neder shorta miksasa huta kulai. Nidrei anosim. This is the fourth variety of neder that is not chal, and that's a neder where an unavoidable event occurred that could not have been anticipated, circumstances beyond his control, which abrogates the neder. What would be an example is Hidiru Chaveru Shiyoichel Etzai. If I impose a vow, if Yossi doesn't eat by me. Now, normally we said such a vow is not chal because that's just nidrei zeruzin. That's just a vow of encouragement. I didn't really mean it. But here, what happened was Yossi said to me, look, I got an invitation from Baruch, but I'd rather come to you. So impose a neder on me if I don't come. So here I meant the neder in order to give Yossi an excuse. But then, the reason he didn't come is because he took ill, or his son took ill, or there was a flash flood and he couldn't come because of a flash flood. There was a river in the way. All of these are circumstances that could not have been foreseen. Harelu nidrei anasin. The reason why he didn't fill the condition is because of a ayna, circumstances beyond his control, which therefore nullifies the neder. We want to really thank you for joining us. Matzah Shabbos, the daf will be, I announced 7:30. It might be a little later because I just found out that the 72 over here might be around 7:30. So it'll be as close to 7:30 as possible. Throughout the week it's at 8. If you would like to sponsor the share on Kisisa, 718-916-3100, rmmwsi@aol.com. The Daf Yomi, Daf Kuf Yud Aleph and Kuf Yud Beis is on Torah Anytime and on YouTube. Check out, there are many Tetzaveh Shiurim on YouTube as well, and also today is Purim Cotton, so you can check out share on Purim. I have Megillas Esther number 1 and number 2 from 5778. 5778, and also since today is the day that Rav Moshe was brought to Kvura, it's Adar Aleph, of course, but still you could check out my shiurim on Rav Moshe. Have a wonderful day, everybody, and a wonderful Shabbos.